Okay, good morning, everyone. Welcome to the Lasham Daily Briefing for Saturday, the 14th of September, 2024. We're starting by looking at the synoptic yesterday, and you can see this high pressure building across the UK. All good stuff for gliding. Run it forward through midnight last night and into lunchtime today. And you can see that this high is sort of centred over the English Channel, and it's blocking this low pressure that's up near Iceland, and preventing that from getting down to affect us. I'll just run it through another sort of 12 and 24 hours to midnight tonight and into tomorrow, and you can see it's not moving far in terms of the next 24 hours. The SatPic is looking at nice clear skies south of the line from the wash through to South Wales. Anything south of there, we should be clear of any top cover. And looking at the rain associated with the front, there's very little on the map there south of sort of Preston, Lancaster area, across to sort of York and Hull. If we run the forecast rain through from 9 o'clock this morning, you can see there's virtually nothing to affect us all day in southern England. And we'll run that right through until about 7, 8 o'clock this evening. And you can see that the evening group tonight should have some good flying as well. Being the weekend, Odium doesn't have a TAF, but the METAR is showing 1702 knots, greater than 10k visibility with no clouds. Temperature of air, 2.6. And looking at Farnborough, something similar here. They've got 2002 knots, greater than 10k with no clouds, temperature 3, dew point 2. I think just a quick refresh on that might see if the temperatures come up a bit. Yeah, the temperature's up to 7 and 6 now at Farnborough. Spot winds then to the north of us, 230, 15 knots, to the south, 210, 5 knots. And a quick look at windy for 1300 surface wind here at Lasham. They're looking at 7 knots southwesterly. The local forecast then is showing the wind west-southwesterly to southwesterly throughout the day, up to about 7 knots. So again, quite light. And temperatures reaching about 15, 16 centigrade throughout the day. GFS are showing a temperature of about 17, so a bit optimistic compared to others, and a dew point down around about 7 centigrade. So they're showing quite a decent split there in the temps. And if we have a look at the sort of Lasham forecast, Dave's saying probably soarable with the temp reaching 15 centigrade, and that may happen around about 11 a.m, maybe just beforehand or just after, with shallow cumulus based at 2,500 to 3,000 feet. And then sort of borderline blue or cumulus throughout the day. It may come and go as the temperatures and dew points rise, with a depth of convection reaching about 3,500 feet by early afternoon. But we're likely to have some cumulus bases around about 4,000 feet by mid-afternoon. So it's looking like a good day. Temperatures we have here just about 10 minutes ago, plus 11 and 9.4 for the dew point. So the temperature has been rising quite rapidly since the sun appeared above the horizon. And looking out the window, you can see we've got a little bit of top cover in the distance, but reasonably clear skies as the morning progresses. Sky sight showing a potential flight distance. It's generally from the M4 corridor south. It should be quite reasonable out towards the West Country. And if we have a look at the point forecast here at Lasham, you can see that the cumulus is starting to form around about 10:30, 11 o'clock, as per the other forecasts, with cloud base around about 3,000 feet, going up to about 4.5 throughout the day. Top Meteo showing a similar kind of picture. Perhaps they're a little bit more optimistic in East Anglia. And if we have a look at the thermal projection throughout the day, this is 10 a.m. The thermal's perhaps just starting to get going by 10, but 11 o'clock is looking quite reasonable. And as we go throughout the day, you can see there's some cumulus, but mainly in the blue. So we'll just have to see how that progresses throughout the day. But we should get some reasonably good soaring. Moving on to NOTAMs then, there's quite a considerable list quite close to our area. We'll start with just the south and east of us. Number 23 is Cranley. There's parachuting there this afternoon from 14:30 to 1500 local. 26 is not valid until 9 p.m. local tonight. There's flares being fired after dark. 25 is your usual Barton Stacey, live firing. 31 is your Ash Ranges are active today. 27, 28 over here, this is Longleat. There's a rat's been declared at Longleat from 1400 local onwards. And there's an air display which will be taking place up to about 8 p.m. tonight. 32 is Uphaven, there's a phone number change. 33 is paragliders at Devizes. 36 is the same at Buckland, there's paragliders there. 39 and 40 is your usual Otmoor live firing. And Western on the Green, Delta 129 is active today. So let's move on then to the airfield briefing. And we'll start with a look at the Odium cross-section. They're showing a few cumulus from about 10 o'clock onwards, with cloud base up at about 5,000 feet, maybe a little bit of spread out, not too much there. Thermal strengths, 2 to 4 knots before 1 p.m. this afternoon, and then remaining up at around about 4 knots through to about 4 in the afternoon, and then dying off quite quickly after 5. Surface winds 220 throughout most of the day, with good visibility and virtually no weather to worry about. The booking slots on the website look pretty much like this. Quite a busy day. There is one slot available on SH3. The morning slot on SH8, I think, is just being filled right now by a couple of club members. So this is going to equate to the Geodiscus being on Compass flying. A couple of K21s on book flying, one on the casual list. There's 2 K21s booked by club members throughout the day. K13 on trial lessons, K13 booked by club members, and 1 K13 is available. As I said, SH3 does have availability, but SH8 is now fully booked, I think. There's a couple of members on the casual list, which if there's any instructors around, please help out. And the simulator, of course, is available as per normal. There's no movements planned for today. And just a quick reminder from Tim, our parachute packing man, during aircraft daily inspections, check the seats for sharp edges that could damage the parachutes when crewing in or crewing out. The K13s, I think, are quite particular for this, with the screws that the seats are held in by, sometimes a little bit loose and got sharp edges on them. When removing your parachute after you've been wearing it, clip the leg straps back to the main chute to prevent them swinging loose, and lift the parachutes high when returning to the cockpit. It just prevents damage to the aircraft finish on the outside. And of course, when walking back from landing up the airfield from a launch failure or a long landing, please remove the parachute and place it in the glider. It allows any moisture that's accumulated between the parachute and the wearer to evaporate. And it's just a common courtesy for the next user to have a nice dry parachute. So operation today, we're going to set up on runway 27 for a dry operation. Light southwesterly winds, there's a high pressure building across southern England. We should have quite a good day. Just a reminder on the buggies, seated passengers only, not on the flatbed at the rear. We're not insured if you're on there. And please do not land or taxi on the unusual parts of 1634 and 0523, which are the disused runways south of the main 2709 runway. And a last reminder, there's still a couple of bowing places left. Feel free to go and have a chat with myself or Barry and get yourself booked in via the office. So the airfield setup today then will be the launch point vehicle out on the main runway on 27 with club winching to the south on the grass. club area towing off the hard runway as well, and a club grid in the usual place on 27 Grass North. That's it from me today. Have a great day's flying, enjoy yourself, and have lots of fun. And I shall see you out there. Thanks very much for listening in.